Hey there. So I thought I'll jump on and give a little bit of advice, to the real estate agent who has, say, the marketing budget of $1,000, and you want to make sure, obviously, that you're getting maximum bang for your buck. What do you do with $1,000 in marketing budget if you're a real estate agent? Okay, so it's very interesting. There's all kinds of ways that you could go with this. Um, For example, you could hire some cold calling VAs, from Asia, Latin America, Africa, all kinds of places, and hopefully get yourself more appointments that way. And that will certainly do a lot for you. You could attend some exclusive networking events, right? With $1,000 marketing budget, all these things are possible. You could get into some social media influencer marketing and pay like micro influencers $200 a pop to spread your sign up link. You could do all kinds of things, but where do I see the most bang for buck? So what I would do if I were that real estate agent, and I'm assuming that you've got this budget for marketing because you're already doing some other prospecting, circle prospecting, knocking on doors, talking with people. You're maybe even sending cold DMs, um, and just kind of prospecting around and doing kind of the manual stuff. So if I was in your shoes in that position, so what I would do now is I would really be looking to put this $1,000 a month into kind of something that's a little bit more scalable, is gonna get me a little bit more of a lift, a little bit more of a of an audience boost, a lot more reach. So I would probably spend that on just three strategies. All right. So the very first one is that I would go all in on YouTube organic. I would go all in on YouTube, guys. YouTube, this is the second biggest search engine after Google, and people that are looking to list their homes are gonna be on YouTube. They're gonna be searching property prices. They're gonna be searching for advice for how to do a for sale by owner. They're gonna be searching. So these are all things you could be making videos about, and you will start to get a lot of reach that way. Now, it doesn't actually cost any money to be able to be uploading these videos on YouTube. You're creating them yourself. Now, you might want to hire someone to optimize the videos and do fancy stuff, fancy editing to just kind of make sure you can reach a broader audience. But you literally could do this first step literally for free. It doesn't cost any money to upload on YouTube. But if you want to, you could spend $200 a month, $300 a month. That's a third of that budget, uh, just on kind of creating that content, having somebody edit. You might not be skilled, whatnot. If you're skilled, then you can spend zero on this, which means you still have the entire $1,000 budget to go to steps two and steps three, which is where you're gonna get the big lift. But you wanna be putting videos out there. Now, I would probably, if I were getting really serious with that, I would probably not do any less than like 2 videos a day. And that might shock some of you, but we're talking about really making an impact on the market here. And with a $1,000 a month budget, it's not $10,000 a month, it's not 50K a month. So you're gonna need to pay it with some sweat equity because you're only spending, I mean, again, $1,000 a month. You want to get maximum results. So you're gonna have to roll up your sleeves, bang out 2 videos a day to go with with the marketing activities you're gonna be doing. Now that we got that dialed in, the second thing that's gonna happen is now we are getting views on our videos. Every day we're putting out videos, every day we're getting views. Every week we're getting hundreds of views. And these are people that are living in our neighborhoods and areas that are actually looking to sell their homes. So they're seeing your videos, But now, how do we get them interested in your listing services? This is where now you need to go heavy on strategy number 2, which is you're gonna go all in on YouTube ads. You're gonna do 2 types of ads. YouTube retargeting ads, where you are retargeting people that have seen your videos and you're encouraging them to sign up on your email list. You're encouraging them you put in there a place for them to leave their phone and their email, and to mention if they've been thinking about selling their home or buying a home. It could be just a binary question. Have you been thinking about selling your home or buying a home in the last 12 months? Has this thought crossed your mind? And if they have, now this person is a priority, and you need to be reaching out to them on the phone, on email, ideally on the phone. But then you also add them to your email list, and you send them like a weekly email. That way you're keeping in touch. But now with this YouTube ads, with this retargeting, you're gonna want to be spending probably you would spend somewhere around like 400 bucks a month of your budget should go just into those YouTube ads. That's where I would put that. So that means you've still got another 600 to go. Now, the other part of this budget is gonna be ads to a cold audience. These are people that have never seen any of your videos, and you want to do the same thing, showcase your listing services, get them interested in getting on your email list. And so that's gonna be another 200 bucks a month. So all in all, you're spending 600 bucks a month total on YouTube ads. And I'm telling you, this is gonna help explode your business, especially if you did strategy 1, which is the YouTube organic, which is building up your authority and your visibility in the market. So now you're down to about to just 400 bucks a month left in your pocket. So now we're gonna take this as 8 per weekend, and we're gonna use now strategy number 3. Now in strategy number 3, your goal here is gonna be to become seen in the market, not just on YouTube. You want to be visible all over the internet, on other social media, other websites, places that your ideal home sellers and home buyers are gonna be spending their time and listening to podcasts and getting whether it's financial advice from Dave Ramsey, or whether it's personal growth advice from Tony Robbins, or whether it's cooking advice from, who are the cooking people? Martha Stewart, whoever does that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do heavy podcast guesting. So what you actually want is you want to get yourself pitched as a guest on every single podcast that's out there. Now there's probably millions of podcasts, so you're not gonna be able to pitch every single one. But you want to be pitching a whole bunch of them, which means this is really where now you need that budget of 400 bucks a month. Because if you were doing it yourself, you literally could just email these people. But look, you are a real estate agent. You don't have 15 hours a week to send out 2,000 pitches a week. Like, you don't have that kind of time. You don't have 15 hours a week. Eventually you're gonna have to hire, whether it's a VA or it's some kind of service provider that does this service, pitching service. But either way, they need to get you placed on podcasts. Podcasts, everybody almost is like listening to podcasts. I mean, I listen to podcasts, football podcasts, finance, money, every kind of thing, right? And a lot of different people are on podcasts listening. They're taking in information, entertainment, and this is how they're keeping themselves informed. And you need to be featured as a guest on those podcasts, as a realtor, talking about, this is what I'm seeing in the Texas real estate market. This is what I'm seeing in the Massachusetts real estate market. This is what I'm seeing in the Toronto real estate market. Whatever your area of service is, you kind of need to be on podcasts locally, nationally, regionally. You need to be a guest on those podcasts, sharing your insights. And if you're doing it right and you got the right people placing you on those podcasts, You literally could be getting 10 interviews a week. Now that begins to add up. 10 interviews a week is no laughing matter. That might be 5 hours to 10 hours a week. So that might be a lot. You're probably gonna start out aiming for 2 to 3 interviews a week. But I'm telling you, just like I told you, you gotta do 2 videos a day. If you're only spending $1,000 a month as your total marketing budget, you kind of need to roll up your sleeves. You need to do some overtime work. So you might eventually want to go to 7 to 10 interviews a week, because this is gonna explode your reach. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna get so many people coming to your website, so many people submitting their information to you, and then you reach out to them, follow up on the phone, and you're getting your listing service in front of all these people. You're doing your listing appointments, and you're actually getting a lot of business from this. So that's precisely how I would run, my real estate business development if I had $1,000 a month as like my max marketing budget. I hope that